Michael Vick, let's give him a round of applause. He got a good coaching gig. You know, cancel culture, I keep telling y'all, it only exists in our minds. Well, in Michael Vick's life, we know that it's a real thing because he was canceled years ago. And recently he just got a really big coaching gig that made him extremely emotional. I can only assume why he got emotional, but he couldn't help himself by getting emotional as he was recently discussing his new head coaching job with Norfolk State University's football team. The football NFL quarterback was officially announced as the new head coach of the program and shared the news of his new gig on Fox's NFL pregame show, where he served as an analyst all the way since 2017. Listen to the emotional announcement over the new job.
Here, Michael Vick made a lot of headlines this week because he is the newest coach of Norfolk State, and we are also committing to Norfolk State right here.
Hey,
Put the baby on
Vic.
my hair.
Sign me up, baby.
Mike, we are so
Sign us up,
happy
baby.
for you.
757.
Congratulations, my man.
It comes with mixed emotions as we love you so much, and we don't want you to leave us. Now, you're stuck with us the rest of the season.
Let's
but
go, Spartans.
We are so happy for you, and I see the emotion. What makes you emotional?
First off, just being a big part of Fox Sports and the opportunity. I love you guys. I love everybody in this building and this administration. Have been amazing to me. This wasn't easy. Bittersweet, but when you got a chance to go, get an opportunity to go lead young men in your community, where I grew up, watching this team, and I wanted them to be assured that they wanted me as the head coach with no experience, but I got what it takes. Got all the right people around me, and I'm going to ready to embark on a new journey. So I know y'all be right there with me.
Yes.
This will forever be home, man, and I'll never forget.
Hey, well,
guys.
for any kids that's watching, you see the emotion. That's what it means to him, and he's going to pour all of that into you. So anybody that's out there undecided about what you're going to do, I've been around this man for a few years now. You can get the best knowledge from this guy, man. So Norfolk State, man, we're looking for big things.
So special. Our loss is their gain. We love you so much, and you're our teammate for life, and you're stuck with us for the rest of the season. But we're excited to see what you do in your next chapter.
Man.
We love you, bud.
Mount Trashmore?
Yes, sir.
Is that where we're going to condition them?
Yeah. There you
Remember, Michael Vick went to prison years ago because he, like many of us in our community, I didn't do it, had the dogs fighting and the dogs were killing themselves or whatever. And, dog fights are something that does happen in the hood, not right or wrong. But, I don't think he should have lost his whole career. This was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL at the time, and he was extremely successful. But it was a very controversial time in his life and in the sport of the NFL when they removed him from his job. He went to prison, and then he got out and couldn't work anymore. I guess up until 2017, he was working over at Fox, the NFL show that we just heard his emotional speech on. But, this is why ownership, and it's hard when you're an athlete, because you're an athlete, you're going to play for other people's teams. But this is why ownership is really, really important, because I'm okay with people at Hollywood make mistakes all the time. Not really crazy, stupid mistakes, but we've all done something crazy or something, whatever. To lose everything, it's one thing to lose your job, but lose your whole career, everything behind one moment, I don't think is fair. And we know that does not apply even-handedly to everybody, because we've seen other people in different sports go through things. Look at Colin Kaepernick. He didn't even make a mistake. He just stood for something that was right, that I would have stood for too. And he lost everything. I don't think that that's cool. But I am so happy anytime I can see and hear somebody that looks like me that gets redemption. And I just go back again to Jonathan Majors. He's a different case because he didn't do anything. He got blamed for doing something. He then lost everything. And then now he's on the comeback. And now everything after we've honored him has come out that the charges have been dropped. So cancellation is just so unevenly handled. But I don't know. In this case, he did do something, but he also served his time. You serve your time, you get out, you should be able to get right back in the game. Otherwise, what's happening? And I just don't think that it's fair. But I'm happy for him.
Yeah, well, I do believe that, people should be held to account for their crimes. So while I don't think he should have been canceled forever, I do think there should have been time for him to, feel the repercussions of the crime he committed.
He felt it in prison.
And I agree. That's what I'm saying. I do think that there should have been a moment of him having to, be without the things that propelled him
He
to.
did that in prison.
I'm agreeing.
So once he gets out, that's it.
Correct.
You can't hold it again.
I'm agreeing to that part, but you
Okay.
said that earlier when you were saying you don't think that he should have lost everything. I'm
No,
saying in that
no.
moment I think he should have, but he should be allowed
Let me
redemption.
be very clear. Going to prison, yes, you lose everything temporarily. He lost everything beyond that.
Agreed, and that's
When black people do things, they are given life sentences of cancellation.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
Okay.
agreeing with you.
Okay,
on
no,
that
but
part.
I
Yeah.
want to clarify my
Yeah.
point. I believe in accountability culture. You do some fuck shit, you should get held accountable, and he did. But his life should have been able to resume. The minute he walked out of there, he should have been able to walk right onto a field and play. That is the way it should work. You don't get a life sentence for dogfighting, or even if he killed somebody, like Nicki Minaj's husband. Once you pay your dues, because even with him, I've said he's paid his dues. Like, I may not be a fan of Nicki Minaj, but I can say that her husband has paid his dues for all his crimes. And look, the sex shit is probably harder to digest as somebody who's been molested. But when it comes to him and that murder or not murder, but the manslaughter charge that he got, he served his time. So once you walk out of prison from serving your time, you should be able to start over.
Yeah, agreed.
Now, I know with the internet, that girl earlier we talked about with that football player, when the internet decides they don't like you, or the industry or the culture or the white folks decide they don't like you, you get a life sentence. That's why you got to own your own thing. I would not survive in the industry if I did not own Hollywood Unlocked. I'd be fired. I'd be homeless right now. That'd be right out there. Right out there. I'd be knocking on your door again like I did back in the day. Rob, let me lay on your couch. I'm
back with the bags.
Garbage bags at that. Congratulations, Michael. If you ever want to come on the show, I'm going to hit up Connor. He should come on the show.